Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life. Hey everybody, Brian Smith here with the I Am Team series and your Daily Influence. One of the things that we are facing in our organization as we work with clients literally all over the world is helping leaders to help their teams navigate some of the economic uncertainty that's going on right now in the world. And in the United States, especially in an election year, especially after what we've gone through the last two election cycles, along with COVID, economic uncertainty is really a high priority and something that is causing stress in a lot of teams throughout all industries. We're seeing a lot of shutdowns, we're seeing rising costs, we're seeing the job market tighten up, interest rates are going higher, and leaders are facing stress as their teams become more stressed themselves about what's going on in their personal lives. And one of the first things that leaders can do is offer a transparent communication environment for discussion about what's going on, especially about the company's financial health, what potential challenges the company might be facing, and what's being done to plan for strategically and tactically what faces the organization in its own financial questions. And providing regular updates through that transparency will also help. People are more damaged by surprise than understanding if there are negative winds coming from negative economic issues. People would rather face those things head on, and oftentimes leaders clam up and don't want to share or air their own uncertainties and don't do a good job of engaging. And when you engage, you might collectively come up with ideas and get better buy-in, and you have a team that might put equity into the solutions that are needed to get you through a slowdown. The other thing that transparency does and open communication does is it builds a foundation for flexibility and adaptability. When we encourage open communication, we hear more things, we have more conversations, and we get a lot more feedback about how we might be able to pivot or who can pivot and who can't. We're more aware of what's going on with those around us. And it also promotes innovative thinking. When we have an open line of communication and some transparency, people are less likely to hold things in. They're more likely to share what's going on in their minds, share if they have some ideas, talk about opportunities they might see that you might not see as a leader or that your leaders might not see. Within all of this, having some support programs put in place, cross-training your team, having well-being programs, mental and emotional health. For example, we have a gratitude group at IA. We offer coaching if anybody wants. We have an open door policy, and I hold myself out to giving time that the team wants to helping them. Now, if they don't come to me, I don't go out of my way to get into their business, but I remind them on a regular basis that the door is open. I remind them on a regular basis that I'm there to support them, to help them through struggles that they might have. And cross-training and investing in training opens up opportunities. It creates advantages because our workforce gets better. The things it can do, how we can overcome some of the challenges we have can be picked up by people in our organization instead of maybe hiring it out or going to a vendor or having to hire more people. When we cross-train and invest in training, can oftentimes be less costly than new hiring. And having really good prioritization and focus on what it is that your objectives are, understanding the essential activities that drive your value proposition for your clients, that drive your efficiencies within your organization, allocating the resources prudently and properly so that projects are done and they're done well and efficiencies are seen and the company can still grow. Allowing employees to be involved in the decision-making process can be part of this transparency that we've talked about also. And giving recognition and rewarding employees for the things they do to bring value, boost morale, increase motivation. When you can do that, they will be more inclined to put themselves into your organization, into the teams, which is them putting equity into your company, into what you're doing. Make sure that you're doing scenario planning, thinking about long-term vision. What does it look like when we get to the other side of these issues? Have contingency plans in place. Share those with the organization. And the leaders need to be visible. What you don't want to see is a leader who contradicts himself. A leader who isn't demonstrating confidence and having a calm demeanor and reassuring their team that he is there shoulder to shoulder with them through whatever it is we're facing in these economic uncertain times. Don't be that leader that goes out and makes poor decisions with spending for himself or spending for the company, contradicting what you are saying in all of this transparent and open communication, contradicting what the company is doing if it's tightening its belt and things like that. And have empathy for what your team is going through. It's really important that you have empathy and that you understand that as the leader, you probably have resources that are very different from your team. Your team could be facing things that you don't even understand, and you need to have empathy for that. As the leader of that team, and for these people who make up part of your entire organization, each one of them who is struggling brings to your organization that struggle. And it makes it difficult for the organization as a whole to perform at its best if people are not helping those around them to be their best in whatever situation or circumstance that they find themselves. So remember, transparent communication, flexibility and adaptability, support and resources, prioritize and focus, engage with your employees, and have presence as a leader. Do as you say. Do not contradict what it is you are having people do by opposite action. If you do this, you will help your team navigate through these economic uncertain times. You and they and the organization can come through whatever struggles you might face as whole as you can be with your eyes wide open, and you can look back and say you did everything positively and responsibly to the best of your ability. I hope that you have a great day. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Remember, our newest book is out. Responsible Influence, Build the Ion Team. It is a book written to build teams, to build organizations. I hope you'll pick up a copy and share it with your team, your friends, and your family. Have a great day.